Hey guys, welcome back. Tisha here. When Joy described this party as the theme Trinidad, I knew right then and there that we were in for a very underwhelming experience. But let's begin the episode. Even though Winter and Yusha are no longer together, we begin this episode with their children meeting each other. This would never happen in my world. And if it did, their first meeting would not be with the whole production and camera crew in their face. So Yusha's daughter, Gianna, is 14 years old. And the first thing that we hear her say as she enters Winter's home is, "Hello, it's nice meeting you," which means at this point, you are introducing these children to one another when they have not even met your significant others. It seems like some steps are missing here. Gianna meets Eric and Autumn because Winter's other children aren't there. I didn't know Winter had multiple kids. I thought that she only had 3, but the way she spoke, it might be like 4. I don't know exactly how many. If you know, put it down in the comment section. Winter says that her other children couldn't make it. They're older. They have, busy lives. Eric jumps right in and wants to know at what point Yusha felt like he had to ask his mom out. And Yusha lets him know, we met through friends, and I won't say that there was one particular moment where I knew that I had to ask her out, but I will say that it did become a gradual thing. And you then hear Winter ask Gianna if she feels like, with Gianna knowing her father, if she knows what's good for him, which I thought that was a weird question to ask. And Gianna answers in a way that I'm not mad at. And she says, as a child, it's not really my place to know what's good for him. I just want to make sure that he gets what's good for him. In other words, make my daddy happy. Winter's kids want her to be happy, treated well, and not hurt. I think that would be the same for all children. They want to see their parents happy. Now, does that mean with a person other than their biological parent? Maybe not, but they do want to see their parents happy. Overall, Winter feels like this was good and that the kids got along well and that they'll get along well in the future. He's in fairy tale land, whereas she is not. And she says that even though she feels like it went well, that them not being on the same page may later pose as a problem. She does not want to say, I do to the wrong person again. I feel like when it comes to children being around significant others, in my opinion, you should not have your child around that person unless you know that this is someone that you intend on having in your life permanently, because children get attached, and it's not fair to those children, should you sever ties, for them to no longer have that person in their life or for them to feel like there's a void there. So be careful when you're having your children around significant others. It's time for Joy's meeting with the team responsible for her party. We're told that the event planner is Trinidadian, so he knows what's to be expected. And I wish Joy wouldn't have told me that, because I don't understand, once the party came, where the carnival costumes were, where was the decor. Any type of party from the Caribbean has good food, good music, the outfits. Like, I just did not get that vibe. So I think she should have just called it the red, black, and white party, because I didn't get the feels for this thing. Arena arrives to support her in planning. She says that the theme is Trinidad. I think to say a theme is Trinidad is an odd theme. That would be like saying, hey, I'm Jamaican, so let's have a Jamaican party. It just sounds weird to me. Joy puts it into context by saying that she expects everyone to wear red, black, and white. Raina's like, okay, so does that mean we need to have feathers and things of that nature? Because she's thinking about carnival, which most people would. She says, I don't know. I'm going to have a little something though. So we'll see if we're going to get our feathers. Very disappointed in that outfit, but we'll get to that. So they talk about the trip that Clifton and Joy took to Grenada, how much fun they had, and how many people she invited to her event. We find out that Ashley was originally invited to the party, but Joy isn't sure if she's going to come now because Ashley recently saw the episode and she didn't like the things that was said about her friend in that episode. So she sent this long drawn out text message, not really sure how we are to move forward, and seeing how things have been said on the show that were never addressed to me. The fake and phony comment, the Alicia's messy and you got to be messy if you decide to be Ashley's friend. And she wrote more than that, but she just wants to know what's up with that. Joy says, yeah, it was messy of me to talk about Ashley, but this is the same thing that Ashley has done. The same way Ashley spread my business about me being married, I'm talking about things that I noticed about Ashley. And it's true. It's like, if you're going to call a spade, do it all the way around. So she just responds to her and tells her that, she doesn't want things to get misunderstood in a text. And she rather them have that conversation once she gets back from her vacation. I just want them to grow up, be co-workers, and move on. We later see Ashley and Quick. Ashley and Ashton are getting costumes ready because Ashton has another competition coming up. We find out she's been dancing since she was 3 and she's been doing competitive dance for the last few years. And Ashley likes being a dance mom. I've been there before with dance and competitive dance. It requires a lot of time, a lot of finances from your parents because you have to pay for these trips that you're going on, especially if you got to ride with the dance company and things of that nature, and competitions aren't free. So you're expected to pay for a lot of that. So later on, when we hear Ashton complaining about her dad not being there, I wonder if she understands that her father's work is what helps pay for this stuff. She is trying on outfits and Quick doesn't like how much is being revealed in some of these outfits. I'm with Quick. When I was in dance school, I remember you may have a little peekaboo here, a little peekaboo there, maybe a little bit of midriff. But at this point, she has full on side cutouts, back cutouts. It's a lot. And we over-sexualize these kids sometimes. And I can understand how he's looking at like, okay, this is my little girl. She's 10 years old and she's dressing like she's a lot older than she is to these competitions. I think that's something that the dance world needs to work on. Like, you can see a person's body in a full unitard. You don't have to have the cutouts and things of that nature. We learned that Quick misses a lot of the competitions due to work. And as I said before, somebody has to pay the bills. They speak about Joy. We find out that Carmen was also on this vacation. For me, that's a little weird, but we learn later on she wasn't a third wheel, but it appeared like she was a third wheel. I know me personally, I wouldn't go on that trip by myself, but because she says her boyfriend went, I'm going to leave it alone. Ashley doesn't know if she's going to go to the party because she didn't like the sidekick comment that was made about her best friend Alicia, and neither did Quick. Apparently, there was then another one made on vacation because they filmed something and then the caption is said no sidekicks. Quick says he's not going because he doesn't see how you can be cool with somebody and still not cool with their spouse. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it does make it complicated, especially because the issue that he has with Clifton started because of his wife. And now his wife is still mad, and as a result, he's still mad. Party time. Joy tells Clifton her party will be fun, and anyone who causes any trouble can get out. This party immediately when she walks in is not giving me Trinidad vibes. It's giving me the red, black, and white party. Where are the flags? If you've ever been to any party from the islands, even if this was supposed to be a Trinidadian party, you would have seen other islands represented. It's what we do. This is how it's done. I have been to plenty of my family's weddings, and with a quickness, you'll see the VI flag, you'll see the Jamaican flag, you'll see the Trinidadian flag, St. Lucia. Like, people are gonna rep their set no matter whose event this is. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, this is very lackluster. Like, your family is supposedly from this area. Why aren't we seeing more representation here? I think that she missed a moment here. There's Calypso playing in the background, but that alone does not make for a Trinidadian party to me. I've been to some, and that ain't it. Joy comes out in a bodysuit with a lot of body, a little bit of black, and a little bit of red, and she comes out to no crowd. Ashley arrives in all red. So does Raina and all them. The girls look beautiful. To me, some of them showed out more than the birthday girl. Ashley says Joy has a beautiful body, but horrible fashion. And I got to kind of agree with Ashley just in this moment. I think she missed the mark. I wasn't impressed. Her outfit wasn't giving birthday girl to me. She gives her a card and she tells her to open it. And the card says, F you for the things that you said the last time, whatever. She goes, I'm going to re-gift this to you the next time. They laugh. They keep it moving. Carmen is there laughing with Clifton. Raina takes this time to fill Winter in about how when she went on Carmen's page, she saw some videos, 3 to be exact, of Carmen and Joy hanging out. Carmen and Clifton hanging out without Joy, and how she told Joy it was inappropriate. Then they saw they went out of town and posted a video with no side checks. I think that Raina's the one who forwarded that video to Ashley, because Ashley says someone brought it to her attention. And Raina seems to really be the one that kind of stirs the pot a little bit and hides her hands. You all tell me what you think. She said, if anybody's a side chick right there, it's Blue Eyes over there. I don't understand why this is a topic of conversation at the party, but I also don't understand why Carmen came to the table to address them. I get the allegations of a throuple with Joy and Clifton and Carmen because they were on a dating show. And she was very much so one of the love interests. So Raina says this place is filling up. This is what she's saying to Carmen. And she's got a lot of people right there. And Carmen's like, okay, all right. Like, what are you telling me that for? Carmen's energy was very much, I know that you all have been talking about me. Don't sit here and try to be fake and phony in my face. Whatever you want to say, come and say it. So Ashley says there's some other ready to love people in here because, Winter did not know that you were Clifton's number 2. More like number 3. She wasn't his number 2. There was another lady. But she did at some point show interest in Clifton. Carmen said that she moved on from him because she saw the connection with Joy and Clifton. Understand that when Ashley said that, Ashley was being very shady. But I noticed that Carmen snaps back, but not to Ashley and Raina the way that she did to Winter. Raina says, I didn't know you went out of town with the Petties. And Carmen says, yes, several times, as a matter of fact. Carmen was ready to give them the same smoke that they were giving her. I do not like Carmen, but you can't talk about her and think that she's not going to sit here at some point and confront you on it. Carmen says, not only did I go out of town with them, but my man was there too. Ashley says, oh, you got a man? Where is he at? Is he here? Ashley disrespectful. Carmen said, no, he doesn't live here. The throuple conversation comes up. Ashley said it wasn't just Alicia that said that y'all are a throuple while you're just blaming Alicia. I said it, and so did Raina. Raina did say it, but Raina didn't like being thrown under the bus, despite the many times that we have seen Raina throw other people under the bus by the way that she meddles. Carmen says, it's no different than you, Alicia, and Quick. Y'all might even be lesbians for all I know. At this point, Ashley says it's not the same. Joy is walking past. She grabs Joy by the arm and says, you know, your girl is saying whatever. And Joy's like, hold on, let me speak to the people. Joy didn't want to deal with it. And she went up to the front to make her announcement. Where in confessional, Carmen is saying that she doesn't understand how Joy would leave her with these people. Carmen walked over there. You didn't have to be left with those people. The same way you walked yourself over to that circular table, you could have walked yourself away and go talk to somebody else. Carmen doesn't like the rumor, and she also doesn't like how quiet Joy and Clifton are about it. Address that with your friends. Winter asks if she feels like it's weird that they go on trips together. And I guess Carmen felt like she could run over top of Winter because what Winter asked wasn't any different from what was being said from Raina and Ashley. And it was actually not even in the condescending tone. It was a legitimate question. And Carmen kind of snaps and raises her voice with Winter. I feel like it's interesting that she did it with Winter and not the other two. Carmen said she was invited. And so she went. They have some exchanges of conversation. Eventually, Carmen says, well, you know, Ashley is the head B. So you want to know why I told Joy to watch out for you? It's because Ashley is the head B. So yeah, I told her to watch her back. Raina did not like that. Raina says she's not the HBIC of anything but her home, but the Silva's home. And Carmen stands on her stuff and says she's the leader of y'all. Ashley says, you know what? Never mind. You're right. You're all right with me, girl. This no longer involves me. You see Joy standing up there saying, I never thought 43 would look this good. She does look good, but that cat suit was horrible, y'all. It was supposed to give that illusion. You know how you have the bodycon suits where it's supposed to give off the illusion that you're nude and you just have the fabric. So this tone matched her skin, but it was ill-fitting. It was loose. So all of this was wrinkly around the arms. It was wrinkly around the legs. It just wasn't giving body. She should have got it altered when she got it from out of Fashion Nova or, you know, Shein or wherever she got it from, because it wasn't doing what it needed to do. It didn't fit her like a glove. Overall, you see Joy and Clifton dancing and things of that nature, and she's happy for a drama-free night. We see us another day. Winter and Ashley are shopping at this sexy clothing store that Ashley likes. We find out that she likes to dress up for her husband. She's even been a painter because she's good at doing paint strokes. Winter reminds us that there will be no type of action for Yusha anytime soon. They talk about marriage and how, you know, when you have certain conversations, then eventually marriage could come. Winter takes his time to ask Ashley how things are going with her and Quick. She says they're good, but Quick is over the drama. Ashley says, contrary to what people believe, she is very emotional and Quick isn't. I'm not surprised. A lot of people who talk the most mess are also the people that are the most hurt and have the most problems because they're lashing out on others. And I feel like she's so busy trying to get her husband to go into counseling, but she needs to focus more so on her own. She says she goes, so she should up how much she's going. Quick wants her to get over the situation. I'm with Quick on this. How long are we going to draw this out? Winter says we need men to hold us accountable, but we also need for them to be there for us emotionally. I agree, but being there for emotionally doesn't mean I'm going to coddle you in your foolishness. Ashley wants them to go to therapy to work on their communication, but he doesn't want to. Me personally, I can't be with anybody at this point in my life who isn't willing to go to therapy. It matters, especially when your mate is requesting it of you. So Winter says, I'm going to give you a reference to this couple's counselors that I know that are very good. My how times have changed that Ashley's willing to get any type of advice like that from Winter. So we now see it's Raina's pop-up shop. Y'all, this episode, as I said, really didn't give a lot. Raina is doing her pop-up shop along with that tacky workout wig. I will say, she did have people other than the cast actually show up to this event. We see different people trying on wigs. Then Winter sits down. They try on different wigs on her, even though she had on a ponytail. One of them being the Ray Bob. And Winter makes a joke doing her head like this and talking like Raina and stuff. It was funny. I laughed. Raina is doing a retirement party for Jamie. Joy was asked to sing, but she says she's going to do a roast. They find out there's no dress code, and Ashley says, so you're performing, so what are you going to wear? She then lets us know that Joy is going to need a dress code because Joy cannot really dress, and she needs guidance. And then messy production shows all of Joy's outfits. Is Joy's attire different? Yes. Does Joy come across as a tomboy? Yes. Can Joy spruce up her tomboy look? Yes. I do it sometimes myself. It's real easy. You could wear your jeans with your loose fitting pants and your shirt, a t-shirt at that, and easily throw on a blazer and it will switch up the whole thing, or a cardigan. Like, it's simple little things that Joy doesn't do, but her style is just different. Everybody's not the same. Everybody doesn't want to walk around like Ashley and Raina in clothing, especially Raina looking like they're overdressed for every occasion. Ashley says, we should go shopping for a look. Joy says, look, I know you don't like the way I dress and what I wear, but if you want to dress me, you can. And Carmen adds, on your dime. Clifton apparently had his beard oil situation and it went well because the Raina asked about it. I guess the cast didn't go because why is she asking about how well it went unless she was there? Or maybe Jamie went and she didn't go. It went well, and at that event, Joy was told about the Throuple conversation, so she wants to talk about it. And that's how they end. Y'all, this episode was really blah. This season is really blah. I'm so disappointed in this franchise. I just don't know what to say anymore. But you all let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time.